Dragons.
How do you start this thing?
Eric, duck!
Fools! You will never escape.
Last episode, the Decepticons stole the key to the plasma energy chamber, the forge where the Autobots were created millions of years ago. The Autobots regained the key, but a blast of plasma energy blew the Autobots clear across the galaxy. They crashed on the planet Nebulos and were captured by Nebulon rebels who feared that the Autobots were controlled by the evil rulers of Nebulos known as the Hive. But after the Decepticons landed on their planet and waged a brutal battle taking 5 of the Autobots prisoner, the Nebulon rebels agreed to help the remaining Autobots. And so, with danger looming from every side and his son Daniel gravely wounded, Spike attempts to unite the Nebulon rebels and the Autobots into a new life form, the Headmasters.
Today, in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
Fly down the highway with the pole position team as they race to discover the trouble with Kuma.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons.
That's gotta be the Valley of Smoke. I knew we couldn't trust that creep. Bruins!
You're not a doctor, are you?
I think it's their mother.
I am Queen Zin. I have chosen you.
You may come no farther.
Oh, no, we're done for.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons.
Take them away.
Hey.
Not exactly a vacation resort, is it?
What are we going to do? And what about poor Bobby all alone out there?
Screeching tires and hairpin turns as the pole position team drives to win the race. Mystery and thrills today on pole position as the K9 vanishes.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons.
Fasten your seatbelts and join the pole position team in solving the 31-cent mystery.
Kuma! I'm coming for you!
In the last episode, He-Man convinced Adora to see for herself how bad the Horde was. Adora learned that He-Man was right. The Horde was evil. She returned to the Fright Zone and told the Horde's leaders she would no longer serve them, but they put an evil spell on her and stole the sword He-Man had been sent to give to Adora, even as He-Man escaped, determined to find her. And now, Chapter 3 of The Sword of She-Ra.
Ago, creatures from the planet Cybertron crash-landed on Earth. Mechanical creatures of great technical sophistication, Autobots.
In the last episode, the sorceress sent Adam to the world of Etheria. Adam was to find someone there and give them a very special sword. But when Adam discovered that Etheria was ruled by villains known as the Evil Horde, he became He-Man to help a band of rebels fight the Horde, only to be captured by a young woman named Adora, who turned out to be the very person he was sent to find. And now, Chapter 2 of The Sword of She-Ra.
Oh my goodness, it is a daytime stream. It's been a while. It's been since at least when I was playing Tomb Raider for Saturn, which is like certainly not this year so far. Definitely not all the last year. So, well, plenty close to 2 years since the last time I was when I can there. It's certainly the first time in this house. I'm fairly certain. But yeah, we got more of the Tower of Temptation. Our friend. Except with it being a friend, not a friend. We've got 2 levels before the final bosses. Come on, game. There you go. Reload it. We've got 2 levels to get some goodies before the boss rush, which I will not be doing the boss rush at this time. Don't ask. Not gonna happen. Not yet. So what's going to happen is that we're gonna raid them treasures. Once we get it, since we've unlocked all the goodies. But yeah, and this will be a short day stream because in 3 hours and 50 minutes, give or take, we've got something called the goddamn Bruins playing. And yeah, sorry, I love you all, but I'm watching hockey. So this takes us to the aforementioned level 8. So here's where we... That's 9. This is... yeah, so... transitory property exists. So, we've got some fun here because there's apparently friends the jerks. Oh, that counted as an ambush. Fuck off, game. Yeah, that's a choice, game. Oh, yeah, so no one fire burners. Hold on, where's that one thing? You're the one that's gotta die. Wow, that fucking... Oh, he's... So... Yeah. Of course Satan's like, yeah, you're not dead. I mean, come on. By all means, waste your turns on that shit. Yeah, fucking insta death. Oh, you son of a bitch. Motherfuck. Look at this bullshit. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This we might be going back to the main game fucking sooner than I thought, cause holy shit. My god. Fucking... Jesus Christ, that was fucking brutal and a half. I mean, granted, I got screwed by them calling that an ambush, but still. But, you know, we will figure out swiftly enough if I can do it. Mind you, there's really... The guide claims that there's really only one item worth losing our minds over. So yeah, so if fire ain't gonna do shit, technically Zap shouldn't fucking do a whole lot, but it's since it's got fucking, you know, whatever. It does some damage, but... Well, first up to kill me. Fall, baby, fall. Come on. No. Okay, I don't think that's so bad for the human boss. But Rat can't do it. I mean, Rat can beat the fucking piss out of Satan, but not So anyway, we want to go. We want to go this way. We want to go. Oh. Do we even want to know? Naga Queen. And stand by. So let's go for. Oh, that's... monitoring. Now. Maybe? I hope so. Enough. And attack. Life drain, yeah. Somebody's definitely stuck. Life drain. Yeah. That was something, wasn't it? So let's we'll get the one that's attacking. We got a strategy here. All right. Do that to me, then. So anyway, they're apparently booby trap pits, and that's bad. Goes without saying. And they're one way because they booby trap. The thing of it is that fucking the ASCII map does not fucking help me. Okay, so we determine shit. Oh, fuck you. You goddamn bullshit. Well, we're down on the fucking level here, so the level 8, so we've got that. Means we gotta deal with probably clean up the trash here before we cause ourselves drama. Oh, demon. Oh, wow, isn't that much? Well, defend, wow, Steve Bugs. So, we'll do him just because he's in the middle. And he's doing something. That's right. Oh wow, yeah, we gotta fucking get that one anyway, simply because meteor strike that's gonna fucking make somebody's day really bad. No, he's not gonna fucking do it. Doesn't matter. So, for those that are here for Pupperino, Pootie is hovering around somewhere. I can assure you that much. I don't know precisely where, but I know she's awake and People are probably sat on the living room and the couch. Amazingly, I'm not. I do want to check where I'm at with everything, so let's see. Yeah, so we're still... yeah, 22 and 23. Yeah, one more level for wind, and then that's done. And then freaking... yeah, then our fire levels. And, you know, well, water is what it is, but oh, I don't really have a whole lot that isn't splitting. But yeah, oh, I shouldn't even be using water. Yeah, that's right, I shouldn't be using water with Rap. I freaking hit 25 last time. Yeah, he's in water and freaking earth. And the problem with that, of course, is that, yeah, the poison, which maybe I could start trying to hit that. This would be the way that I started. This would be the way to... oh, wow. Hot damn. Is this gonna count as a fucking... oh, hey. Oh, okay. Let's see. Will it work on... can Satan be poisoned? Maybe? Yes, he did. That's good. That allows me to Mage Seed and a blue potion. Man. Okay, so for each level, let's... Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to Brad. It's gonna be something else here. Freaking... I keep getting... Oh, check. What's the HP look like here? Well, we're still fine. Oh, fuck me. Well, that was not good. Oh yeah, that was really not good. I think she just gained a level? Fire, which is good. Oh, for goodness sakes. So, the 7th floor again. Question is exactly where on the 7th floor? Oh. Ironically, right about where we needed to start. So, anyway. As we were doing before the game decided to be a dickhead. So, there we go. So, we just got past. So, oh, hold on a second. And this is where that goodie I was talking about. Ruination knife. Oh. Now, that means it's Fina. Minus 40... What? Why is it worth getting? You lose a ton of defense. It doesn't... Hold on. We need to find out what in the ever-loving shit is... here. Why... Swords. Weapons. Projectile weapons. Axes. Knives. Runic. Shoot attack 3 extra times when you use a combo attack. Okay. But it's... I see that, but the thing of it is that it's not I mean... Because... Well, extra attacks doesn't fucking, you know... account for fucking minus fucking 60. Yeah, so... I don't think that it's... Huh, because it's fun. And it fucking hurts your defense, no less. Too. I mean, minus 40 defense. I'm not convinced that this was the big win. I mean... that they think it was. I mean... So, anyway, we have that. So, we want to go... This path has... Get money here. We get money here, but we also get to fight some guys.
闇を切り裂く雷鳴よ、ここに。
So let's see here. So, got another coming up. Oh, there we are. So let's see. So we want to go up here. Oh. Speak of the devil. Yeah, you're not gonna sneak up on me, bastards. Yeah, I think we've gotta get the guy mystery attack. Just, yeah. Just gonna go out. Well, yeah, I think he's got one. That's good.
烈火よ、その怒りをここに。
Wow.
の世から去りなさい。烈火よ、その怒りをここに。
Okay. Let us see here. What we got? No one on. So, anyway, we gotta... Treasure. Of some sort. Oh, a resurrect potion. I'll take that. God knows we burned through a couple of our stock. In this delightful place. You know. And then this is the last. Oh, fuck me. Well, that's sad. This is. Ironically, the last fucking winging, so yeah. Oh no, that's fucking good shit. Oh, this is great. None of these are fucking fuck. take advantage of that to get frickin' wrapped back.
悪しき者、この世から去りなさい。
Bye. Have her. Oh, obviously gotta get this fucker. At this point, I'm kind of fucking, Oh. Here comes the booty. What's going on in the butt? Enclosed. What does enclosed do? What are you doing, little butt? Hold on. Let me pick you up. Do you want me to pick you up? Do you want me to pick you up? No, you do not want me to pick you up. No, pick you up. Oh, goodness. So, we'll find out what that does. As soon as it's done. Oh, but, well, we still gotta kill this fool. Now we definitely need to do this because Twister does not sound very fun. Oh no, Twister's just a little windy bit. And then just boom, but it's still not tremendously ideal. Oh my goodness. Oh no, this is... Yeah, this is where it fell. It's around. We're 51. I need to... Oh, I forgot to... Double shit. She don't shit, so let's see about fucking giving her do a crit on one of these fucking bastards. Boop. Yeah, this is gonna not go. You're gonna fucking counter, Mike. Yeah. Cancel the fucking... That just fucking... Oh, you fucking piece of shit. God, I hate these guys. I'm saying this a lot in the last few streams, but it's bullshit that this game keeps throwing at. Well, this has been a delightful affair. So, anyway, she's at 23. Yeah, so she's at 24, and close. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're gonna see what Glows does. Block all attacks of one enemy for now. So, a paralyzed spell? That's the best I can figure. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So, she's done with freaking... Yeah. So, she's done with wind. So, it's fire and water that I need to level her on. Yeah. Of course, it's the diametrically opposed things. So, you know, freaking... And I don't have shit for water, really. Crackling is about it. Crackling, because cold just, you know, whatever, yeah. So she's kind of... Because he's in 25, 23 for wind, so yeah, so he's done with wind, and he's done with fire, yeah. So yeah, it's freaking get water and earth going, and all I've got really, yeah, the poison, try and poison fucking people. You know, maybe. Maybe, he says. But yeah, right now we're gonna have him do some healing. Not gonna lie, I would prefer... Speaking of that, what happens when he gets... Because... Water... Well, he'll gain something, probably freeze attack, when he hits level 12 for the water. But yeah, it's not until fucking 20 when I'm done that I get and you know, a universal thing there. So it's kind of like, at least in this place, I mean, because when I get out, yeah, we'll be trying poison and stream and all that other shit to do what it can. But here, it's just, yeah, not. Particularly amazing. So what's this? Oh, a gold potion. Speaking of that shit. Cause fucking... to entire party, yeah, I think I got... Yeah, everything to the party. And, I mean, the thing of it is that... Yeah, I don't want to do two party, because the fact is that would be wasteful as fuck. Because it's only Liete who's, you know, sitting here not doing unable to do anything. Which is kind of annoying. Because she's not exactly an attacker, and she's not freaking doing much or anything, too. Now she's kind of jabbing these guys. You know, these guys are freaking... Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're both full, basically. Oh, now he's gonna fucking do pound it. That's great. You know what that's gonna probably mean, right? Bam. Oh no. Fucking... Only... Somehow, it was only fucking Luzet bought the fucking farm. And he's gonna use magic on himself. So he's gonna get back fucking a good chunk of what he fucking lost. Yeah, 113 back, so... Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can kind of need to get out of this place, don't I? That's the thing now, is that Rapid's gonna... Since he really doesn't seem to be doing much in the way of, goodness. I need ambush. Fuck you, game. Next, but well, we gotta fucking hit the guy with the meteor strike. Or it's too late now. Somebody's gonna die. Oh shit. Fucking everybody's gonna die. No, it's just reiterated again. Shit. Somebody else can fucking die. It's gonna be Justin, because of course. God damn it. Jesus fucking Christ. Rat doesn't have freaking no, he does not. Start fucking out. My god. That sucks. And a blue potion. So, let's see. magic. Booties. Slippers. No. No, he can't use it. Plus 30 per win. So, yeah, so... It doesn't help fucking... defense. It's not as good of a movement as the wing boots are. So, let's see. Let's see, so... Yeah, we'll keep those for her, and since we have cleared everything, that means we're going back down to level 7 through our little hole here, which is good because this is where we're getting out of here. We have done everything that I needed, or that I set out to do today. Hold on. This is 6th floor. Not what I want. I want... Yes, we're going back down. We're done. We're done with the dungeon. We have finished our time here. We have gotten, because there's one. I've only missed one fucking treasure, and it's cash. I mean, you know, well, look at it. I have fucking 200,000 gold. I have money come in. That's not even counting the shit that I can sell. I have money coming out of my asshole. Quite literally. I don't know if when we come back, if the frickin' place is gonna be, if the enemies are gonna respawn. I'm hoping not, but you know, I have a bad feeling. But even if it doesn't, we've unlocked all the bullshit. And that's the most important part, is unlocking the bullshit. We're done. We're done with it. So, we can go back to fucking... recover. Save our game. Really save it with the mister. And yeah, we will come back at some later point when I have more levels. So, and with that said, that means that E-Earth staff, or E-Earth axe for Justin, because yeah, because he is the main. We got his mace fucking up to fucking 29, so it's just a matter of getting that axe up a little bit. So anyway, what's the fuck? So here, fire charm. Yeah, so yeah, we could buy probably would have been smart to buy fire charms. I don't know, and wind charms, maybe. Magic block resistance doubles money obtained. Well, there's something to be said for that, but I don't know. The Hurricane Bell, Lake Cone temporarily stops damage to one friend. Earth charm. This is. Yeah, so that's the thing. We could have, you know, done that, but it's not. It's not a big deal. No, no, no. So now we need to get out of this dumpster dive. Oh, of course, dude. Fucking run right into these dickheads, right on the fucking wing. Oh my god, these fuckers are very annoying right now, for some reason.
烈火よ、その怒りをここに。私たちを守って。烈火よ、その怒りをここに。
飲ませんぞこら。こんなもんね。
Remember right, I'm gonna have to go up this fucking mountain, fucking here. Or no, not this one. Yeah, this is the weird one. This one. Of course, these dicks are fucking blocking the way, because of course they are, jerk-asses. Absolute units.
悪しき者、この世から去りなさい。
Well, that was a pile of that's the thing. These fools are just absolute chump town for me at this point in the game. Especially after screwing around with a frickin' Tower of Temptation the last few streams. Here's our little fun rocket ship. You know, minus the fun. So, let's see. Before we go to Luzet, to frickin' to Zilpad on to deal with some of this shit we've got infesting our inventory. Go. Scroll down. Okay, so. What do I got in here? I got 3 of those. Freaking like this. You know, the vaccine. I think we can safely say that I over purchased. No, just a bit. Although I think some of those were drops too. But yeah, because we got 2. If I adjust my butt here, too many. Sword experience points. Her maze experience points. Keys that I don't. Oh. Dagger. I got a bunch of things I want to... Oh, I also need to use those things from Guido on anyone that can freaking... Yeah, so... Oh, god damn it. So, let's see. So that, yeah, so... So, mace for Liate, dagger, sword, and to an extent, bow. Yeah, so all three of them, but especially sword for frickin' crap. There's Justin, he's frickin'... Yeah, and the only thing that helps him is axe. So let's... Dagger... Seems like we're getting much of anything there. Well, that'll put into... Yeah. Yeah, so that means freaking rat. Oh, goodness. Now, hold on a second. What's... So this is plus 60. Let's see. Dagger for... I don't want... So we can work on that. We got all of this stuff that we need to sort the frig out here. So, what about the whip situation? So, God is in 60, 53. Yeah, because I might. I'll keep this around just in case. Yeah. Kinda. Not here. And we need to. Oh, first off, do some. A little bit of that. So the poison is doing a little bit, because he's almost at frickin' level 9 for Earth, which is good. Because again, I mean, water's the only thing I'm gonna do. I basically would. The problem with Luzet is that other than freaking healing and resurrect, you know, we're talking about freaking. Oh, using spells with better mixture, for better or for worse, which isn't the best, but it's better than, you know. Oh, wow. Floating in the sky. Not many things broke. We done? Yep, we're done. Nothing required, but hey, what do you say? Oh god. I missed it. I missed the bot. Well, I was off looking at shit. Okay. Alright, save that goddamn game. Oh, it helps to actually go exit to exit the door. So, finally we're back on the quest. So, let's get out of this dump. Let's go to the Luzet Mountains. And holy crap, we're back on the quest. No more psych, well, except for, you know. So, reorient ourselves to match the map. Oh, hey. So, I wonder how much we can get done in an hour. Oh. Now, there's a freaking ambush if I ever saw one. Mr. Yeti? It's kind of warm here for you, isn't it? Oh, she can do the poison too, so that's good. We'll see how much this helps us. We are level up for that, that's good. Oh god. Well, that was well, we're definitely getting screwed here. I wonder, screw it even more. I don't know if you can stack poison. Worth the toss, I guess. But it is fun to see him just die from poison. Justin got an axe, upgrade. Oh yeah, frickin' yeah, that helped. Yeah, I guess he's at level 9 and almost frickin' level 12 for... she's freaking... Well, of course, yeah, she's getting extra there, but the water increase is nice, so... Because it'll be nice to not have to, well... Let's get this money. Even though I have so much goddamn money, it's not even funny, but, you know me, gotta get all them treasures. Most important part of the game. And, I've been ambushed by Big Worm. Not like it's gonna make a difference. Oh no. For God's sakes. Learn cracking. Well, you left water. Yeah, I cannot argue with this. We just have, like, you know, random doors in the middle of mountains, because, you know, why not? Question is it to keep baddies out, or is it to keep them in? Or keep things out, or you know what I mean? Is it, you know?
森よ、私たちを守りなさい。
Well, it doesn't hurt a ton, but it doesn't. That's the most important problem.
Mori yo, 私たちを守りなさい。
That's gonna cancel it. Knew it, fucker. Goodness gracious, man. It plays frickin' gaming. A ton with the frickin' poison. Which is good. Oh my goodness. She's now at 18. Well into 18, so yeah. We're kinda... Yeah, we're getting mighty freaking close. She just needs 3 to 23. 18. Get to 20. When she gets to 20, we're gonna get 2 big time spells. Oh, I forgot. I'm an idiot. She still needs to get to 25 on freaking fire. I'm a dummy. And I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, she still needs 2 levels for fire, so there's that, but yeah. We'll get that for her quick before we do the poison drama. Especially since with Rat, we're kinda... things get kinda interesting for him. So he'll get one of the frickin' and is that gonna be an ambush? Now it's a neutral.
烈火よ、その怒りをここに。悪しき者、この世から去りなさい。
毒飲ませんぞこら。
Oh, wrong button. Oh, hang on, let me see. So, probably gonna go with AK. +1 agility. Let me double check. 6, 30, 50. Yeah, she's
烈火よ、その怒りをここに。
ませんぞこら。
烈火よ、その怒りをここに。
Oh, goodness. So, even though I made a point to be like, oh, Boy Racer. We're ending this at 4, which is in just a little over 40 minutes. I kind of am intending to pull off a stream later on tonight. Yeah, actually get in the daily double for the first time. I can't even begin to remember the last time I've done a daily double stream. I just, yeah, no. Atlanta is not very far away from freaking that 24. Okay, so somewhere around here. Could be. Right? Oh, it's here. In this little alcove. It's in a little alcove. What do we got? Mage? Out. Magic waste. Worthless. As far as I'm, at least for my playstyle. Maybe your playstyle is better, but it's more open to it. But me. But you know, hey, money is money. We like the money. Also, for scheduling purposes, I might as well put it out there. Now that since I've got, like, you know... Oh, yep, that's the end of our run with Luzet. She's done with fire. Let it be known that the baseball starts officially on Thursday. For me, you know. I mean, you know, that your time and date may vary, you know. Although the ones that have the Wednesday, half of the fan base, one of the two fan bases that has the Wednesday, well, they can go, you know, they can kick my ass. Frankly, I mean, you know, if we're gonna be perfectly honest about goddamn Yankees, because I hope they lose a game, of course. I mean, you know, that deep-seated Yankee hate is there's a reason that hate for the Yankees is deep and there. But yeah, so but the fact is that yeah, baseball starts for me on Thursday, 1:10. Well, first pitch is 1:10 Pacific. Yeah, so she's Fire Burner. So what is Fire Burner doing? Burn one enemy up with fire. Okay. No. Oh, Justin has it. Fina probably. Oh, Fina. Yeah. So Justin has. It's something that Justin has. Okay, so I've seen it then. But yeah, so that will be running the usual havoc with the scheduling because, you know, baseball is baseball. Don't you dare call that a fucking ambush! I just saw the positioning of the sprites and I was like, oh no, they're gonna fucking do it to me. But yeah, so that will wreak its usual havoc on scheduling. For streams, so be advised. Anything else? I can't think of anything else. I mean, fully stream relevant off the top of my head. I'm sure they'll figure something else out. I mean, there's the usual world event things. Such as the fact that it was released today that Ted Nichols, who did, well, for a good decade, in the 60s into the early 70s, the music for Hanna-Barbera died in January. I mean, his family released that information today. Or, no, last night, here. Which is, I mean, you know, hey, more power to them. I mean, even though he's, well, you know, I mean, to normies, you know, he's just a dude. And to cartoon people, especially, you know, he's kind of a big deal because, I mean, you know, in that decade, in that decade at Hanna-Barbera, he did the background music for Scooby-Doo, which, I mean, until they decide, until the series, you know, until the franchise got its little 3-year rest because of the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo bombing in the ratings, and despite he kind of, I mean, until that point, the stuff from the original series persisted for the entire, was in the background music mix. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. And so, I mean, that alone, I mean, he did all of the Hanna-Barbera music because basically for a decade, their normal guy, Hoyt Curtin, was just, yeah, he was on the outs with Hanna-Barbera. I've read that it was due to music ownership and royalties, which is, I mean, is a definite possibility because, I mean, every piece of music that I've seen Hoyt Curtin write, like, Meet the Flintstones and, all the theme songs for that he did, Hanna-Barbera claimed writing credits, which is, well, it's kind of fucked because, they're two guys and Hoyt Curtin is one guy. So the fact is that they cut his if that story is correct, they cut his royalties and what have you for a great deal of his music, and a great deal of music that's well, I mean, kind of in perpetuity, airing. It wasn't until the days of streaming that that the classic Hanna-Barbera shows fully died from being aired on television. Now they're back because of MeTV is snatched up broadcasting rights for basically the whole. Hey, Mighty Collector, should have been old enough to remember 13 Ghosts, but I never saw it. Never looked in. That came. I definitely watched that. Yeah, that's the thing. I remember. 13 Ghosts, funnily enough, was the first Scooby-Doo that I can remember watching on Saturday mornings. I mean, because I remember watching the syndicated package. Because in Vermont, the syndicated package aired in 85, 86. By 1985-86, that was airing at 3:30 in what I kind of in our ABC station's lineup of syndicated cartoons, which was 3 o'clock was He-Man. That year, 3 o'clock was He-Man, 3:30 Scooby-Doo, which was all of the pre-Scrappy stuff, and then at 4 was the Transformers, 4:30 was G.I. Joe, and then at 5 was Star Trek. Obviously the original, because one of only 2 shows that existed at that point. But yeah, so it was like, but 13 Ghosts was the first one that I actually I can say that I sat down and watched. I mean, and I was obviously one of the only people that, and I also remember watching that year of Super Friends. It was like, I must have been one of the few people that actually dedicated my time to watching those 2 shows, because that year ABC got their asses kicked in the ratings. They were dead last. That's why Super Friends and Scooby-Doo ended, because they were in particular just utter disasters. Because I don't remember when I saw Reluctant Werewolf first. Maybe I saw it on the Fantastic World of Hanna-Barbera with the rest of the Superstars 10, movies and everything. I mean, I don't know. I mean, part of the reason why I don't know is that, I mean, Reluctant Werewolf has aired so many times on Cartoon Network, it's not even funny anymore. I mean, but yeah, because, and Pup was kind of like, the return to, I mean, that was like a shot in the, as much of it like 13 Ghosts, that was like the shot in the arm for the franchise. I mean, that kind, I mean, because it was like land of perpetual reruns until that came back. But yeah, but anyway, like, yeah, but I mean, the thing, it was kind of wild with Nichols because, I mean, because he did all of the music for Wacky Races and Penelope Pitstop. He did part of, well, let's see, so so it was like 63 to 72 that he was at the studio. So he did part of, he did music on Johnny Quest with Hoyt Curtin. They were kind of did both of it, and then he did the last season of he did music for the last season of Flintstones and the Flintstones movie, The Man Called Flintstone, and he did, all of the Saturday morning stuff. So he did, Birdman, Space Ghost, he did all of that till he took his retirement. I guess he took his retirement in 1971 is the way I've read it, which is, I mean, who knows, but yeah. One of some of the things I don't remember watching aired after I left school and before I got back. Oh, Long Bus Ride, that could definitely be. I mean, but then again, because, yeah. I mean, especially if your area, because I can say that, especially in Vermont, I can understand the weirdness of when cartoons airing in Vermont, because the thing of it is that for the most part, the bulk of the syndicated shows aired on Channel 22, which is the ABC station for Vermont. And, and which had, in those days when cable wasn't even really a big thing, it wasn't even really the default station for the state, because the reception was kind of crap. But they're the ones that aired the bulk of it. Because they aired, because let's see, because they first off, they didn't air from 85 to for a solid decade, from 1985 to sometime in the mid 90s, well after I moved out here to Vegas. They Channel 22 did not air General Hospital. It's even in the Wikipedia page for General Hospital. Fucking seriously. My station, my dinky ass little fucking station, is in the Wikipedia article because they had the gall to refuse to air General Hospital in the 80s for an extra hour of cartoons. And and the thing of it is that it eventually expanded to where they were airing cartoons from 3 to 6. Because for a while there, obviously in 85, 86, they were airing Star Trek at 5, but there were times where they aired at 5, there were times that they aired The People's Court and Different Strokes and all other sorts of things. in that. But they were weekday cartoons were pretty much, they were the only ones until the exceptions were that our NBC station, Channel 5, the year that Super Friends went into syndication, which is 1983, for like 1 year they went into syndication, and ABC even canceled Super Friends for that year because we're not, competing with syndication. But the thing of it is, they had that on weekday syndication, and I caught it. I remember catching it occasionally, but it was at like 3 or whatever. It was at a point where I wasn't seeing it a lot because of my school schedule and babysitter schedules and He-Man on Channel 22. But yeah, so, and they didn't touch anything weekday until DuckTales hit in 87, and Channel 5 had that. And I also think that they got My Little Pony and Friends as well. So and the CBS station in Vermont, they only ever aired the syndicated programming on Saturday and Sunday mornings. They didn't air any syndicated cartoons during the week. Because in the 4 o'clock hour, when they could have aired it, when I was younger, they aired reruns of the Waltons, and then they aired reruns of Little House on the Prairie. And they could have aired stuff at 3, and they also had Donahue at 3 or 5 or whatever, but they had also aired Donahue, so they were not interested in airing cartoons during the weekdays. It was only the weekends, which was kind of a weird thing, and their choices were weird, because Channel 3, when they aired shows in the weekends, they aired, they aired Batman, the 60s the Adam West Batman. They aired that forever and ever. They would tip, there was times when they gave that a full hour. They aired, but they also aired for about a year each. They aired Thundercats and Silverhawks. So we got maybe half of those shows runs, and then, but they also aired, I still don't understand why they did it, but they aired Filmation's Journey to the Center of the Earth, which is a 60s adaptation technically of the book, but mostly of like a film version of it from the 50s. But yeah, they aired that for a while, and they also, Channel 3, the CBS station, Channel 3, they also aired Inspector Gadget syndicated, but when they aired it, I remember when they said it, because I remember with TV Guide when I saw it as debuting there, and it was like, why are you doing debut? This is old news. I'd already seen Inspector Gadget on like Nickelodeon and what have you, like long ago. So like they aired it like years after in that time slot, and that was kind of that was like the only things they ever aired that were syndicated cartoons. Channel 3 just was not into the cartoon game. Channel 5, again, they just like Super Friends for a year when I was very young, and then DuckTales when that became a thing, and My Little Pony, I'm pretty sure, but that way, and I'm sure that went after I moved, and I think they also did essentially signed on for the Disney Afternoon as well, and then so you had all of that shit. But Channel 22 was the one that picked up everything. They picked up He-Man. They did reruns of Scooby-Doo. They did G.I. Joe. And they aired G.I. Joe for the longest fucking time. Because they picked it up, they made that a weekday show with season 1 in 1985, and they stopped rerunning that in the fall of 89. They did, I mean, seriously, they did 2 full seasons of G.I. Joe weekdays when it was hosted by Sergeant Slaughter. And that was like, that was like supposed to be a weekend package, because they had like, I think they had like 20, I've never seen a full reckoning of how many episodes, but it was like way under 50, because I have seen, thanks to those 2 seasons of watching G.I. Joe religiously, I have seen the Sergeant Slaughter segments, post segments for G.I. Joe the movie, so many goddamn times, they are burned into my brain. I could get Alzheimer's, and I will still remember those fucking segments. Yeah. So anyway, so they did that. And they also, at various points, they aired Gem on weekday. They aired Gem, they aired Cops, they aired the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. They aired both seasons of that. The original with, Captain Lou and Danny Wells, and then the Club Mario season. They aired the Police Academy cartoon, which, fuck, that thing was wretched. They air on weekdays. Yeah, that's what they aired. But the thing of it is that they also aired a lot of shit early on Saturdays and Sundays on weekends. They aired Rocky and Bullwinkle and Underdog. They aired that pretty much my entire childhood. I mean, that was just as much of a staple of childhood television as it was as Batman and Star Trek and G.I. Joe or anything on Saturday morning was. It was just always there. And they aired the first season of the Transformers on Saturdays, or on weekends, so either Saturdays or Sundays. I can't remember which. And then towards the end of season 3, toward like around the winter of '86, they demoted the Transformers from weekdays to the weekend slot. Yes, Carrie, I was once a child. It was a long time ago. But yeah. So anyway, they demoted the Transformers to the weekend slot. Because I remember watching back to back the 2 parts of The Return of Optimus Prime on a weekend. And that was, big deal television, of course. Because I didn't see the Rebirth until the tape trading, until I tape traded. Let's see, what else did... Channel 22, they also did... They aired Super Sunday, and they also aired on weekends Inhumanoids and Visionaries, and until it went weekdays, they aired Gem on weekends. They aired, and this is why I didn't watch it until I was an adult, they aired Robotech on weekends. So Vermont never fucking saw the entire run of Robotech. There's no way. There's no way in hell. Because I think they maybe got a year out of that. I was like, and of course the way that they sold it was, this big multi-generational serialized thing. I'm like, I can't watch this on a weekend. I knew it. Yeah, that's the thing. I had the opportunity, but it was like, you're putting it on the weekends. I knew there was no way there was going to be a good thing. So, yeah. And they also aired for a while, they aired Voltron on weekends. And... I'm trying to think what else. But yeah, they just... I mean, they crammed whatever... Channel 22 crammed whatever they could, whenever they could. Yeah. The only thing you ever saw before the 90s was Voltron. Yeah, that's the thing. Voltron was the one that I felt... that I watched because, I mean, and not shockingly, Voltron's so... It's so episodic. I mean... But yeah, it was just like... I mean, but we never got... But Vermont never got... I mean, unless you had, like, cable, Vermont never got She-Ra. I knew it existed. I knew that Secret of the Sword existed. But never got to see She-Ra till I grew up. You know, tape trading. We never got, like... we never got Jason the Wheeled Warriors. We never got, Oh yeah, Channel 22 on weekdays, they did air Real Ghostbusters, the syndicated season of Real Ghostbusters. They aired that for like a good 2-year stretch too. What other big, like, ones that people never saw Rambo. We never got Rambo. I'm trying to think. What other? Yeah. Secret of the Sword was... Yes, it was theatrical at first. Yeah. Yeah. It was theater... Yeah, because Secret of the Sword was a theatrical re-edit of the first 5 episodes of She-Ra. And I was fully aware that that had hit theaters. I mean, you know, because... And of course, you know, being that I'm a boy, I can't, you know, I had no compunction to ask for, you know, ask it to go see a girls movie, even if it did come to, I don't know, Central Vermont. I mean, it almost certainly came to Burlington, but I don't think it came to Barrie or Montpelier. But I mean, it was just like, I was always, so I knew about She-Ra, I knew about I don't know, the whole the Rookie gimmick and everything, but I mean, and I was definitely fascinated enough with toys, but again, a boy, you know, that whole gender conformity, you know, hit hard. I mean, real big time. So I never did it. So so let's see. I think we got that. I don't remember where it landed, but I'm pretty sure that we got Fat Albert in syndication. I mean, besides its running, you know, when I was very young on channel, you know, on CBS, and then, you know, at the end, in early '89, running on NBC, because I remember I definitely watched it when it was on NBC. I was like probably the only person on the planet that watched it when it was being rerun on NBC. We never got, so the Filmation Ghostbusters, that was like kind of like mythical. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I watched Gem. I watched it daily, but I was kind of like, you know, by that point, I was pretty much, you know, I was, you know, all on my own. My brother was just not watching cartoons by that point. I was, you know, and I was, you know, certainly was like, you know, justifying it in my brain is like, well, have you seen the show? Have you seen how crazy it is? You know, inventing justifications in case I got caught watching a girly show. But that was the thing, is that, you know, some of that gender programming kind of definitely hit this little boy a bit. So yeah, so we never got the Filmation Ghostbusters cartoon. Was kind of like mythical. I heard about it from one of my friends, kind of like in weird, really hushed terms. I was like, hey, it was like so different and everything. We never got like Rainbow Bright. I think we barely got any of the Care Bears. I don't even. We didn't get Brave Star. What other things did we... I'm trying to... Yeah, so we got... So the thing of it is that Vermont was like this weird... I mean, Vermont... And the funny thing is that Vermont kind of fed... The Vermont's local stations are carried in Montreal, Canada, on cable. They still are, to this day. And so the thing of it is that we were the feeder for all of that shit for them for all of those for all that time. But yeah, it was so so it's like anytime that people tell me, so the result of it is that anytime that somebody tells me, oh, this that or and the other thing about, you know, what cartoons that you saw, it's like, yeah, no, nothing was ever set in stone, because Vermont was so... we didn't have any, we didn't have that many stations, and it was not set in stone. And Care Bears fell into that category, kind of. That's the thing. I was at least the little, little figurines and the stuffed animals, I was like totally on board for Care Bears, but I could not. What little I saw of the cartoon, I just was like, nope. And speaking of another Canadian produced cartoon that I was just like, I noped on so hard in what little I saw in the 80s, was the fucking Raccoons. I fucking hate that show so goddamn much. I don't even remember how I fucking crossed paths with it, but I instantly fucking hated it so much, just on a deep level. I found those fucking raccoons to be the smuggest motherfuckers ever. And I just couldn't, Yeah, because that's the thing. I'm sure that I was aware of the Brave Star toys, but I was not aware of... I don't think... And I might have been aware of the cartoon, but it just was not... I did not get to see the cartoon. And I knew... And by that time, by that point, I was definitely a full-on mark for Filmation. Oh, goodness. Well, let's see. So, it was like, yeah, I knew that I liked what Filmation was doing. Oh, fucking lot. Yeah. When it comes to Thundercats and Silverhawks, between me and my brother, we had, a toy for Lino, and we also had the Panini sticker book for Thundercats. That was like it. We had a few more of the toys for the Silverhawks. We had like a couple of the figures. Rip streams. Notice the Canadian voice. Yeah. Yeah, because maybe that's where I saw it. It's possible. Maybe I got exposed to it, because, again, with even though I didn't have cable, it was possible to get the CBC station out of Montreal from time if the weather was right and, you know, everything aligned. And I definitely did that. Although, with that said, I mean, although with that said, my memories of watching the CBC station out of Montreal are kind of confused, because there are times when I know I watched it in French, including some Disney cartoons, which, oh Canada, you amazing bastards. Yeah, like this one time when I did see... Hold on. Watch this CBC stuff. Saw the Disney, you know, a random show with Disney cartoons, and one of the Disney cartoons, I swear to God, I swear on everything, one of the cartoons was Hockey Homicide. The Goofy short, Hockey Homicide. The most you know, it was just, I mean, in retrospect, the most Canadian choice that they could have made. Like picking up station out of Canada at real times. I've never seen yeah, and the only time you ever saw Hysteria. Yeah. But yeah, because that's... But yeah, and it's like, I mean, because I saw... I mean, most of it is just like random stuff, but yeah. And I would also... When I had access to cable, I would watch on CBC, and certainly their English channel, I would watch on Saturday afternoons. That station would have reruns of Star Trek, because I remember seeing some episodes of that on the CBC's, because their edits of their syndication edits were different. And so you could never, you knew what you could never forget seeing that. But yeah, I mean, and of course I've seen, saw the occasional, bits and chunks of hockey on the CBC, because it's fucking Canada. Of course, if you're gonna watch the CBC, you're gonna eventually fall into watching some good old hockey, so, and that's also how that's also watching hockey on CBC with very spotty reception is also the reason why I hated the Fox glowing puck from the word go. It was like, fuck you, I could follow it fucking with like, with like more, with the entire thing, buried in snow. You can't, that kind of thing, But yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. I mean, that's just that's my cartooning experience. Is that there's never any especially with those syndicated cartoons, there's never any definitive, because there is so much shit that I missed that I didn't see till I was an adult. And that doesn't even get into stuff that I missed because I didn't, I watched a certain channel. I did not watch the Smurfs very often, to be perfectly honest, even though it was one of the most popular cartoons of the day. It was just like, yeah, no. And I'll also say that I was not in love with Pee-wee's Playhouse. I didn't appreciate that till well after the fact. Till well after it was gone. It was like, what? I mean, because I would go to. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Pee-wee's Playhouse. You have to remember. You have to deal with it. When it was on, it aired against the real Ghostbusters. And the thing that is that those fuckers at Geek and ABC, what did they do with the real Ghostbusters? Here's what they would. For those of you who are unfamiliar, here's what they did. They would air an hour of Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters. They would air a Slimer segment. Then they would air the half-hour episode. And then at the end of the hour, they would air the second Slimer segment of the day. So the thing is that so the thing that is you were married to that show. If you wanted to watch your Real Ghostbusters, you were married to that fucking channel for the entire hour. And the thing that is that we spent a lot of weekends up at my Aunt and Uncle's house when we were kids. A lot of good weekends. And the thing that is that their first child, their first child, he was fucking mad he loved some Pee-wee's Playhouse. He loved that goddamn show. And it was like, and I want to watch Real Ghostbusters. And I was already salty because where my aunt and uncle lived, over the air, you could not get no Channel 22. So there would be entire weeks where I was just like, no G.I. Joe, no fucking cartoons, none of it. None of the weekday cartoons, because the reception of it was bad, and because the fact for a lot of Vermont up until in the 80s, the de facto station was the ABC station from Portland, Maine, which until the digital switchover had a massive, super powerful transmitter on the top of Mount Washington in New Hampshire that would blast its signal across the entire goddamn region. And so there were a lot of parts of the state where if you got over the air, you got that. And the thing that is that station, they did not air no weekday cartoons. They kept fucking General Hospital. They didn't air no Star Trek. They occasionally aired, I know they aired on weekends. They aired the Transformers on early Saturday and Sunday mornings. That's about the only one that I can think of that they did. But they didn't air nothing. And I was like, yeah. I remember the name changing, but I don't remember the Slimer segments at all. I remember them. I remember not particular. I mean, I was okay with them. I mean, but I was more about the actual Ghostbusters segments. And that's the thing, is that was there. And that's how we deal with it. And oh my goodness. Yeah, I just realized that not only do we have that, it is past 4. Which is to say, past the point at which I said so a running seed. Yeah, so we need to. So ads are going. +1 agility. That's gonna go to Luzet, so we gotta get her. Oh shit. We gotta get my fool ass freaking to. Yeah, to save point so we can end the stream. Oh, goodness. And we're also going to. Oh my god. We are going to be naughty. And I'm going to have the Bruins game on my phone in the corner while we get here. I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure that the audio is not picked up, but we will have, yeah, we will have hockey in the corner of eyes, so you see me looking, yeah, in the corners because I'm looking at the game while we wrap up here. God damn it. And of course it happens because I got wrapped up. Got wrapped up in frickin' talking about cartoons that I completely lost track of time. And of course, all these goddamn fights. Although, luckily for me, they're just doing because since it's a game against the goddamn Maple Leafs, you know, you got double anthems and they just finished up with the aforementioned anthems. But yeah, so we're gonna, ads are over, we're gonna get our way to the next save spot and holiday stream for now, because again, my intention is, oh Jesus Christ. Yes. Of course he does not have power. She doesn't mind. Unbelievable. Till I get this bird freaking under control. But yeah, because that's the thing. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, the reality is when it comes to real Ghostbusters, now at the end we've got. We've got my food. Oh, boom power. Yeah, I need to get Justin right here. Yeah, we got all sorts of things going on now. We have frickin' rat getting two spells. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. Cartoon, I mean, it doesn't hurt that I have. When it comes to things, I have a hyper. My memories are hyper fucking detailed sometimes. Especially if it was something like, you know, watching cartoons, which I did like. You know, spent in an ordinary was a regular ritual. You bastard. So, yeah. We got all sorts of things going on here. Jesus, and I almost... But that's the thing. My memories are so ridiculously, I mean, locked in. Kind of unhelpful. So, like, if you, like, forget a thing, trust me, it's just, it might just, you know, if you have forgotten a thing and I remember experiencing it as a kid, it's not you, it's me having just this, like, locked in memory about things, especially TV. I mean, you know. Yeah, I noticed you remember the schedule, and yeah, I must have watched the shows on Saturday. Certainly not the time slot. That's the thing. I mean, you know, again, when you're, I mean, it doesn't hurt that I was a voracious reader, and what is the thing that is in every household, every week for years on end? The goddamn TV Guide. Trust me, I mean, you know, I mean, the thing that that was there. I mean, because it was out of respect for my old man that I never, because, you know, that the TV Guide would, you know, so, like, I was, like, locked in, and it doesn't hurt that the Vermont TV Guide, of course, had all the fucking, not only did it have the cable channels, because, of course, you know, it had a bunch of, you know, out-of-market stations, like, you know, the New York station, the New York stations and what have you, so I was, like, aware of certain things, like, existed. and it was like kind of like for instance, I was aware, like yeah. Later things I remember more of Beast Wars or Fridays where I kind of had to get to the bus. Tailspin was often after I left. Yeah. Because that's the thing. I mean, and I mean, because a big gap for me is what aired early before I went to school. Because we didn't watch a whole lot of TV. Very early on, we would watch, like, Captain Kangaroo early, and The Great Space Coaster, but those were, that was like, I mean, that was like first, second grade stuff then. I mean, and, but so, God knows what they aired during that. I mean, and I've certainly never, I don't think I've seen anything to attest that they did. I mean, because the stations were kind of, Channel 22 was kind of a maverick. They preempted, like, they preempted so much. They, like, preempted, there was a good year or two there where they would regularly preempt their Friday night schedule for Red Sox games. And, the NBC station didn't air, for the longest ass time, they didn't air A Different World. I didn't see A Different World till we got, like, regular cable, and there's a second, it's basically a repeated station. It's basically a glorified repeater now, but there was a second station a bit further down south in Vermont that or a second NBC station that serviced southern Vermont, basically, that aired A Different World, and it was like, and it's like, it's one of the questionable things that NBC station did that was like, somebody might have been racist at that station. And, because and also the Channel 22, they would air the Jerry Lewis telethon every year. Oh my, fucking hated that, because that was like, that was one more fucking day that I didn't get to watch fucking cartoons. Before I didn't remember what. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I was just like, yeah, it doesn't hurt that I was born in 78, so it was kind of like, I was 5. So I was like 5 when He-Man premiered, so it was kind of like, oh hey. And so I was already starting to become cognizant of the world, but, and forgive me for the mastication theater here, as we try to do it. We are looking towards all sorts of stuff here. There we go. Justin has learned his final attack thing. Oh goodness. We're getting things leveled up. Oh, hey, I missed a Bruins goal. And they're on the power play. And I heard the PS this was better. I don't know. I mean, I've never played the PS1 version, so I don't know. I've heard the same thing. That's why I picked this version. I get the feeling that it's, maybe performance related? I don't know. I mean, it plays really... I mean, other than some things that are Mr. related issues, like when in instance, there are times when like all of the polygon backgrounds just like flicker out. That's a Mr. issue, and it's one they haven't, you know, it's one they haven't hammered down apparently from what I've read, because it's, you know, it's like a weird thing that seems to hit, you know, certain come on. It seems to hit certain certain systems differently. But yeah, for the most part, the performance has been really goddamn good for Saturn, given its reputation. Its reputation with 3D games. So I presumed it was that. I mean, obviously, yeah, I found it free market a long time ago, but my backlog is fucked. I mean, come on, Mighty. I know about legendary backlogs. I mean, come on. That's why this stream exists. Yeah. I mean, the stream exists literally so that I can... holy shit, we're at level 13. Oh. Yeah, this stream literally exists so that I can, oh, perhaps out of fucking... Oh, guess what? It gets to, oh, here, oh, Star Symphony. The hell is Star Symphony? Ups abilities of all party. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but... we'll go with it. Yeah, so I feel you when it comes to not getting to this, because I've had, across these streams, I've had like one, maybe two people that have been like, yeah, this is, you know, better, this is, you know, kind of a tech that have been able to better attest to the performance of it, but I never clock like anything specific. Oh my goodness. No. Yeah, but it's in. Okay, you gotta get to the healing spot, because everybody's at it. Oh, the frickin'... money. Is it? Is it? Oh, we've reached our Healy spot, our save spot. I hate to tell you, everybody, but once we recover and we save, I am gonna... get out of that. We're gonna, while I'm wrapping things up, I'm gonna potentially anger the Twitch and NHL gods by putting the game on the TV. I'll turn the TV volume down to something reasonable. It's one of a couple games I have that are sealed but a crack in the case. I don't know if they're... Well, I mean, I would figure that, oh, for God's sakes. I would figure that it's worth something sealed, but they dinged the price a little bit. I mean, with that said, honestly, I don't, me caring about, I'm not really, I have for many years been the type of person that looks down on sealed game collectors. So I don't know what to tell you there. Let's see here. I'm gonna start looking for somebody to raid so that I can continue watching my hockey game. But anyway, yeah. Again, the plant... no, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's see. Who is on right now during the day that we can raid? Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, chat. I'll give you a generic choice. Do you want to watch some Castlevania? Or do you want to watch some Pilot Wings? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, those are the two generic options for raid. Pardon me. Symphony of the Night or Pilot Wings for the Super Nintendo. I'm already lurking on Castlevania. Ooh, yeah, so. So I'm pretty sure you know. I'm guessing you you might be aware. But yeah, so you know what? I've never ever had the chance to raid him. And he's not... For God's sakes, come on, you bastard. Okay. I've never had a chance to raid him because well, if I can frigging spell today, and he's not in our usual retro areas here, so we're gonna raid Game Guy Jen. So before we get the raid going, let me set things up. Game Guy Jen, he's super friendly, awesome streamer from the UK. What he does on Tuesdays is that he takes on games that that Areno has taken in Game Center CX. you know, so today, for instance, he's doing Pilot Wings 4. He has taken on and beaten, this is his, yeah, quite a few games. He also does about, you know, newer games, Pokemon games, and, RPGs and stuff like that, but he is, yeah, Game Gaijin is a really awesome streamer that you know, partly because he's located in the UK, so he's kind of like, you know, upside down, that most of us don't there. So let's rate him. He's yeah, so and yeah, so later on tonight I intend to come back to the to this, and I will see you then. Later, everybody.